Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and to another video. So yesterday we had a Warhammer reveal show, and while it was pretty short and it wasn't actually great for some game systems, for some of the others like Necromunda and Horus Heresy it was pretty awesome. So what we'll do in this video is go through each of the reveals and take a look at what we're going to be getting. So let's start off with Warhammer 40,000. So for 40k we know what the two next codexes are in the roadmap. It's Sisters of Battle and Genestealer cults. So for the Sisters we're getting a brand new Canoness model with a jump pack. So this can be built in a couple of different ways. She comes with a power weapon and a hand flamer, but you can also switch to a two-handed weapon, so either a halberd or a eviscerator. And the first place you're going to be able to get this one, as usual, is in one of the new army boxes. So they're following the pattern of what they've done with previous ones, and you'll be able to get this in a new Army of Faith Battleforce box. So that comes with the new Canoness, an eviscerator tank, and then you also get 15 Seraphim or Zeraphim, however you want to build them. Then of course we get that new Codex, presumably there will be a limited edition one as well, and then also they've shown off the combat patrol as well. So you get 10 Sisters of Battle, you get 10 Arco Flagellants, you get a Canoness, and you also get some Sacrosancts as well. So that's the new combat patrol that they've shown off for the Sisters of Battle. Moving on then, we are on to Genestealer cults. So just like the Sisters of Battle, Genestealer cults are getting a new character, Codex, Battle Force and Combat Patrol, and the new character is the Benefactus, so a new mutation with a giant brain. Apparently he can fire telekinetic energy from his mind, so he's firing mind bullets. And the first place you're going to be able to get this guy is in the Biosantic Brood Surge Battle Force box. So this is one of the new detachments, or themed around one of the new detachments. You get 10 Neophyte Hybrids, a Rock Grinder, 10 Genestealers, an Abominant and 5 Aberrants, as well as the new Benefactus. So the new Codex that's coming, there's going to be 5 different detachments. You can play them as like the Biosantic Brood Force, or you can have a more faster moving Combat Patrol one, which is how the Combat Patrol box is themed, with the bikes and the Rock Runner and stuff like that. But also interestingly, there's also one called the Brood Brothers, where over half your, or up to half your army can be Astra Militarum. So that's pretty awesome. If you wanted to do like a corrupted PDF unit or Imperial Guard unit, you can do that with one of the new detachments in the Codex. So yep, same for the Sister of Battle, new character, Codex, Battle Force box and Combat Patrol. So moving on, and as you've probably guessed from the image making its way across the screen, Mars is going plastic. Yep, there's loads of brand new Plastic Mechanicum coming, and they're being led by an Archmagos Prime. So this guy's got a Volkite Serpenter, a Conversion Beamer and a Corporant Stave as well. Also you're going to be getting 6 Thalax, so they're going to be armed with a variety of different weapons, and then jetpacks. There's also going to be 2 Castellax as well. They've got a range of different weapons, including a Dark Light Cannon as well. Not actually sure what that is because I've never actually played Mechanicum, but they do look pretty awesome. It's great to see them in plastic. Also Triaros Armoured Carrier as well. It's got a carry capacity of 22, and it can also ram as well, which is pretty awesome. And also it's got a flare shield. Then also we're going to get 20 Ad Secularis Tech Thralls. Try saying that fast. But yeah, 20 of those, and I like how these look a little bit weird and look like they're just shambling along. You're going to be able to get all these in a brand new Mechanicum Battle Force box set. So everything in that you can see on the screen now is going to come in the box, as well as transfers and a large transfer as well. Now there is something else as well. The Thanatar is also making its way to plastic as well, along with it's got a big massive plasma mortar, which is awesome. And they were saying on the reveal that it's great now it's in plastic, you can model the weapon with it open or closed, but that is not coming straight away. That's coming shortly after the Battle Force box. Sticking with Horus Heresy, but this time it's Legions Imperialis. They're getting a new campaign book again. So this is the Devastation of Tallarn, which outlines the opening moves in the Battle of Tallarn because it's so huge. But there's going to be new formations, new rules, and also new miniatures as well. So Space Marines are getting brand new Sicaran variants, are getting the Punisher and the Arcus. Also getting the Sabre Strike Tank as well, and also Termite Assault Drills. But the Solar Auxilia are also getting new Leman Russ variants, so there's going to be the Exterminator and the Annihilator, and also the Executioner and the Demolisher. But not only that, there's some super heavies, so the Shadow Sword, Stormblade and Storm Sword are all coming as well. Again, it's worth noting that the rules for these new miniatures are only going to be available in the Devastation of Tallarn book, which is pretty rubbish. I don't like how they split rules for various things across different books. Hopefully we'll see a compendium somewhere down the line, but I'm not really very keen on this idea. Everything should have been in the main book. So moving on to Necromunda and what I think was the best part of the reveal show. So I'll put the trailer up in the background so you can see some of the awesome miniatures, which we'll talk about in a moment. But Necromunda is entering a new season, and we're going to Hive Secundus. Now, I did call this a few weeks ago on the Warhammer podcast, as did many others. Yep, we're heading to Hive Secundus. Now, if you don't know what Hive Secundus is, apparently it was one of the more affluent hives on Necromunda, centre of learning and enlightenment. But there was also a tech priest that got a bit carried away with himself and decided to do a bit of Genestealer research off the books. As you can imagine, it all went horribly wrong. They got loose. So they decided to try and ring fence it with the dust wall and surround the hive and man it with penal troops and PDF legions and even the Space Marines at some point. It still didn't work, so they did what any other governor would do, and they absolutely smashed the site from orbit with graviton missiles. It collapsed the hive in upon itself, but it didn't quite work. Some of the Genestealers survived but horribly mutated, which is the setting for this new season of Necromunda. So we're heading away from Hive Primus, across the Ash Wastes and down to Hive Secundus. And the whole theme of the game, now they did say it is a self-contained dungeon crawler, but they also said it was a new season of Necromunda, so I'm not quite sure how that is going to work, but it's going to be a brand new game with a load of new miniatures, new game board, and there's also going to be a new rulebook as well. Now, when they showed the rulebook, they did show a picture of a hardback book, but it does say that it's going to be a softback rulebook. But new Spyrers are going to be the theme of the game. So Horus Spyrers heading into the hive and trying to recover data crystals and also up their kill count as well to get themselves noticed and build their reputation. If you compare them to the old Spyrers there, it's a bit of a glow up, isn't it, to quote one of my friends from the Warhammer Discord. Accompanying them are also some Vansar tech hunters. Now, I've never really been that enamoured by the Vansar gang in the new Necromunda, but I've got to admit, these look absolutely brilliant, and I might have to just get these and convert them a little bit. I really do like these. But not only are we getting Vansar tech hunters in this hive, as some of the most horrible looking Genestealers I've ever seen. So unfortunately they weren't enslavers, those floating beach balls. They were accompanying these new Malstrain Genestealers. These look absolutely hideous and brilliant. I love these. I don't know how many we're going to be getting in the box. I can't quite remember what it said, but hopefully it's more than 6. But they look phenomenal. Very, very evil looking. And also accompanying them as well are some brood scum as well. So I think these are extra bits on top of the old hive scum. But that is what we're getting for Necromunda. What it means for the future of Necromunda, I'm not actually sure. So as I said, they did say it was a self-contained dungeon crawl game on the Warhammer community article, but during the reveal show they said Necromunda is entering a new season, so hopefully this is much like the Ash Wastes, and it's just going to open up a whole new world on the map of Necromunda. We're going to get to explore Hive Primus and who knows what else. Hopefully there will be more hideous stuff to go alongside those Malstrain Genestealers. You can imagine some of the leader units we're going to get. Maybe the squats are going to go exploring in Hive Secundus as well, and other gangs. So maybe not just Vansar tech hunters. Maybe we'll see the Orlocks, the Escher, the Goliaths all getting involved, and the Dalak as well. It would be awesome to see tech hunters from various different gangs. So loads more potential. They've opened up the map again for Necromunda, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and I cannot wait to find out more about this new season. So that's it for today's video. Please leave me a comment, let me know what you think of all the reveals, especially Necromunda Hive Secundus, because that one is looking really good. But do leave me a comment, I always read them and I always reply, because it's one of the best parts about making these videos. If you enjoyed this video, do let me know by giving it a thumbs up, let me know you've enjoyed it. And if you didn't like it, rather than give it a thumbs down, just leave me a comment, let me know what you didn't like or that I could do better, because that will always help me make better videos going forward. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, because it will help me out massively. You don't have to press the bell notification icon, just hit the subscribe button. And don't forget, it's the last couple of days of Mental Health Awareness Week in the UK, so if you've not seen my video on Warhammer and mental health, I'll leave a link on the screen now so you can go and have a look at that. But all that's left to say is thank you very much for watching as always. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.